trophies speak to the traditions and the spirit of the contest between schools, and sometimes they also come wrapped as a massive bronze pig. Floyd of Rosedale is on the line in the matchup we have coming up. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So Minnesota's offense will go on the attack first. When you think of this rivalry, you think tough, hard-nosed, hotly contested games, and the Hawkeyes came out on top in one of those last year.
Well, and for Iowa, listen, it'd be great to compete for national championships, but if you don't, everybody looks back to the rivalry games. And the fact that they won this one against Minnesota and hoisted the Floyd of Rosedale trophy, that meant a lot to this team.
Nothing like hoisting that big hog up in the air for everybody to get excited about. The trophy games are fun, man. Listen, we got bowl games, we got all those things throughout the year. You need a little bit of excitement. This is kind of an spark late in the season for these two teams.
Oh, he's got some space.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the misconnection on third down. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter. That's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
At the 40, there he goes. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. The give to the tailback. Looking for more room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Breaks into the open. Nice pick up there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Johnson looking to throw. Bringing the heat. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Creates a little room across the 25. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Golden Gophers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fires to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Tracy. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Golden Gophers have it in scoring position on first and goal. From the gun. Rushes on him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game. And so far, they've taken him away.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in it. Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the passing.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with this decision.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Johnson wants to throw it. Quarterback adapted. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Taylor. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the...
There he goes! Smashes through the tackle. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Into the end zone. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes are marching down the field. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Johnson looking to throw. Under fire. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Gonna run it. It's Moulton. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Woods. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Sanders. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Minnesota! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
This rivalry between Iowa and Minnesota even predates Floyd of Rosedale. Goes all the way back to 1891, guys.
Crazy to think about a rivalry going that far. And it's passed down, and the uniforms changes, and the names change, but it's so cool, the history of this intact. People keeping track of the records, and it means something to those players back then and to these now.
Yeah, tradition, that's one of the things that makes college football the greatest sport in the world. And the fact that you get to have these trophy games, Floyd of Rosedale, are you kidding me? This is a game you've got to tune into.
They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there. Still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Makes the grab. It's Dean. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Past the 30. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Hawkeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Starting to feel a little pressure. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third down, he drops the throw. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be fourth down. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. Absolutely center cut. And guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some edge-of-your-seat moments between the Gophers and Hawkeyes, and there's still 2 quarters to go in the fight for the Floyd of Rosedale. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. With that, let's send it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Iowa plays out.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Iowa has the ball back on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find...
Oh, he's got some space. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Hawkeyes have pushed it inside the 20. Here's the handoff. Made a defender miss. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Johnson wants to throw it. A little screen to the running back. Just steamrolling the defense. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
The Golden Gophers are flying down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Plows through the defense. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this second and short. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to run it. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Now on first down from the 40. And off from the shotgun. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. The Hawkeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, he's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Iowa has added a little pork to this lead, and the Hawkeyes are getting closer to capturing Floyd of Rosedale.
Iowa has been dominant on both sides of the ball in this one, offensively and defensively, just doing what they want to do. They've got their foot down on Minnesota's throats right now, David. They're looking to end this thing.
They're Iowa, right? No matter the moment, no matter the stage, the rivalry, the trophy, they are who they are. And now Minnesota in a tough spot against a historically good defense year in and year out with the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Still running at the 40. Lowers those pads. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Quick spin on the run. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get to...
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes one man miss. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. Here comes the field goal unit. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And as we start the 4th quarter, they'll try to knock 3 through the uprights. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, the offense tries to go RPO. That time the quarterback and his intended target just couldn't look up.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
In football, you really turn quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously
breaks into the open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. It's a fumble. And he was able to get back on top of it. I don't know if... And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Using his legs, it's Moulton. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Hawkeyes are rolling down the field. The inside handoff. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Johnson wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tracy. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Golden Gophers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. It's a seam wide open. The 20. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Dean. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside, probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the pass.
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Buys a little time. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Oh, he missed it. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here comes the heat. Fires deep on the run. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Johnson looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Iowa! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. Decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field.
There he goes. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Golden Gophers will hustle to the line.
Well, hats off to this defense and their ability to shut this guy down. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football. That was only his second catch of the game, and we're essentially in a 2-minute situation. They have risen to the challenge. They knew coming in they were going to have to limit him, but I don't know if they even thought he'd be able to do this good.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Here's the pressure. Snagged in the middle. It's Tracy. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Johnson wants to throw it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he got loose. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Golden Gophers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now the play fake. Took a shot as he threw. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
At third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Johnson looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Tracy. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Johnson wants to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. Once upon a time, these two played for a live hog, but Iowa will have to settle for the legendary, the beautiful Floyd of Rosedale trophy. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.